So I just now finished with the Technic bricks and the lift arms. So all of those are now listed. And yeah, so there shouldn't be anything remaining of those on the table, but I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to organize the table a little bit so we can see exactly what we have left. So I've reorganized the table a little bit, and so yeah, then we have 4 containers of slopes, 5 containers of wheels, 6 containers of Bionicle, a row of axles, 2 things of tiles, which I'm not sure exactly how many of them are going to get listed or what, and which ones won't and stuff. And then there is some containers, these ones, these, that one, and the 2 back there are for sure going to be listed. The jumpers in these rows here might not be listed. And then we got a couple bricks here and then some larger windscreen type parts over there. And then I'm going to work on this one next, which is the brick modified. So all of these here are the ones from the box there, I think it was, yes, that box there. These are the ones I took out to list from it in the recent vlog, so I will go ahead and work on listing these next. And yeah, so then after that, we have just that remaining, and then that will be the last of the old used parts that are listed, and then we can finally start seeing what's in all the new stuff. Though with the previous listing, I did kind of create a bit of a mess here with all sorts of different containers for the stuff, because I needed so many different boxes to keep it all separate. And these boxes are probably going to end up staying here, at least to some extent, until all of the stuff from that table is listed, because it is going to be a lot of stuff I don't want to get mixed up. So then this way I have a good amount of boxes that I can just keep putting different parts in so that nothing similar ends up in the same one. Although I am running out of drawers there, so I need more drawers, and I started taking from here again because I think I ended up over there, but then a lot of those were used somewhat recently, so I'm just looking for somewhat empty drawers from here and then just taking those and stuff like that now. So I just finished with listing all of the brick modified ones. So yeah, then got some of the Technic from this morning along with the brick modified stuff. So that there is now all done. So 749 items, 117 lots for 556.33, and that is now uploaded. So yeah, that is all here and stuff. A couple of them were damaged and stuff like that. So then what I'm going to do next is I'm probably not going to list any more tonight, because I'm going to work on probably the slopes. I'm going to take that down so it doesn't fall. And I'm going to sort this by mold and stuff like that, because for the brick modified, it was only like half a container, so I could easily just dump it out and move things around and get the file ready. But then for the slope ones, there is quite a few of them, so I won't be able to do the same thing. So I'm going to have to sort them by, well, at least a real rough mold sort. Not exact, precise, or anything like that. But I might be able to for at least some, but then like a lot of the larger ones will just stay in the boxes on the side or something. But yeah, then I will start working on trying to get these 4 boxes sorted now. And then if for some reason I'm able to get that all sorted before I call it a day, then I will probably do the same for the wheels. But I don't think I need to do it for anything else, except if I do list the tiles. I might do it for those, but most of the other stuff is already roughly sorted. I think all of this stuff here is somewhat big. Like this here is all Bionicle feet. I think that's no, that's not a Galador. I thought that was for a second, but no, it's just Bionicle. But then here's like Bionicle armor, Bionicle things there, and just real rough sorts for that. I'll have to sort it by the bags, because there's multiples of them and stuff like that. But yeah, then I will get to work on this, and I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I'm thinking that maybe we might be able to get most of this listed by this week Saturday instead of the initial estimate of next week Saturday. So that will be interesting to see how long that will take. But yeah, I'll get back to work. But then for anyone curious, if I remove the Technic ones, we can see how much the Brick Modified were. So the Brick Modified alone were $314 for the half a shoebox. So that is pretty good. 650 grams of them, so about half $1 a gram is what I was able to get for listing just the specialty parts from the Brick Modified. But yeah, then I'll start sorting that now. Yogurt time. So just getting to work today, and then last night I sorted a little bit of the slopes. I've got 2 containers left, so I'm going to finish with that initial sort of the slopes and then start working on listing all of that stuff. And then, yeah, we'll see how long that takes. I have no idea if this will take the entire day to do, because, yeah, there's a lot of small parts in it, but there's also a lot of really bulky parts that will speed it up and stuff like that. So, yeah, we will get this done. And then if by some reason we are done this before I pull orders later tonight, then I will get started on the wheels. And then, yeah, there is only a little bit left to go after that stuff is done. So just now finished with sorting all of the stuff now, so I will move it to the other table and then start listing it and see how much we can get listed. So just finished with the parts for today, so ended up with all of these parts here, and so that's 753 items, 205 lots for 740.07. So that is now uploaded. I wasn't able to get it all done today, so remaining we have these here along with the 2 containers of the larger parts and stuff like that. So then tomorrow, after things are shipped out, I will hopefully be able to finish listing these parts. But yeah, then I'm going to clean this up a little bit because we got a whole bunch of full boxes and drawers. So I'll get some of that stuff put away, then pull orders. And then depending how much time I have left after that, I might then start sorting some of the wheels just to get that done, because I don't have time to finish listing this, but I might have enough time to do a rough sort on the wheels. These things really need to be nerfed. They can fall. They can walk on the roof as well. Yogurt time. So all the orders are now shipped out, so that means it's back to listing, and I'll get the slopes done and then start tackling the wheels. And so yeah, definitely got ahead of myself by saying I hope I'll be done by this week Saturday, because that's tomorrow, and I'm extremely confident I won't be able to get all this listed by the end of tomorrow, but we should be able to make good progress. But I think there's a chance we might be done listing it before the initial goal of next week Saturday. It might be midway through the week or something, although I might be getting ahead of myself again. But then after that's listed, before we can start on that, I still have to get the bulk stuff listed for this stuff here, so that'll still take probably, I'm at the very least a day, but probably potentially several days to get it all listed and figured out and all that fun stuff. Yeah, then I'll get to work now. So I've got all of the parts from those 3 containers out now, and so we are at 128 different items. So a couple of them are like this one here, for example. The one I have, the sticker's upside down, so I'm not sure which one I'll add it on with the note saying that it's upside down and stuff. But for the most part, it should all be here. So then we can check the prices. So altogether it's $121, and we will take a look at the most expensive parts. So yeah, this one here is one that I am going to be taking the stickers off of, because without stickers it goes for about $10, but then with stickers it goes for about $1.60. So yeah, then there's the things there from the village set, and then I'm pretty sure one of those is light gray, but I will double check later. And just lots of interesting parts, so I will get to work on this. And then always some slip through that aren't actually worth anything, like that's 6 cents, so I'll remove that. And then yeah, there's a couple more like those ones, so I'll go ahead and just remove the ones that accidentally got by and then start working on listing them. So just finished with a bit more of that stuff. So then ended up with all of this stuff now. So 220 items, 100 lots for $219.19. I didn't get too much uploaded today. I was a bit tired. So then hopefully tomorrow I can finish up with this. But then tomorrow I'll have that local pickup deal. Well, not really local pickup. Well, it's like a 20, 30 or so minute drive each way. So we will see on that. But yeah, then hopefully should at least be able to get that done tomorrow, and then possibly some of the sorting on the wheels and stuff. So then, just about to head out to pick up the Lego, but since I don't have time to edit the vlog before I leave, then I might as well wait until I get back and then show the Lego, assuming that it goes well and everything. So then, yeah, I am going to hopefully head out sometime within the next 30 or so minutes and then pick up the Lego, and then if all goes well, the next clip should be with the Lego. Yoga time. So I just got back and we can already see some of the stuff. So yeah, just a refresher. This here was $650, and a really rough estimate, because I'm not going to weigh it all, but they're 70-liter containers, except for that one, which is a bit smaller. And one, I think it's that one, is filled with instruction manuals. But my estimate is it's roughly 200 pounds because the containers aren't full or anything. And this was only $650. And then I'll have to pay my dad for the gas and stuff like that. So it'll be a little bit more expensive, but still really good deal. Very friendly people who sold it. And yeah, so let's take a look as to what is in there. I'm just going to take off my sweater first because it's a little bit warm. So first up, we have this box here, which, if we can lift the lid up. So yeah, as you can see, the containers aren't necessarily full per se, but it is really cool stuff. Like, for example, we have the serpentine. Let's just double check for a moment that it is real. Just going to, yeah, it is real Lego. We can see there. I did see one fake Lego minifigure in here, which was the 1J minifigure that's super rare. But besides that, I haven't seen any other fake Lego. So we got Thor, I think that's his name. But then there's that one there that I showed. And then there was also the one other serpentine. I don't know where it is in here. But then there's like with every used lot, you're going to find some non-Lego items mixed in. So there's like whatever this is, I couldn't tell you. We can see a name there. So I will double check that because it looks kind of interesting compared to the normal random stuff you find. So we will check that out later. But then there is a soccer ball. But then in general, it is a lot of really cool stuff. You got Nexo Knights, you've got Ninjago. I think that's the I can't remember if that's the one with the gorilla fists or the other one, but that's a good one there. And then, yeah, so a good amount of Ninjago. There's a lot of city and stuff, which is fine. And lots of just real cool and interesting things in here. So that's the first box. I'm not going to be going through them all completely or anything. Let's see, that torso there looks like it might be from a CMF or the Lego movie. I'm not sure. But then there is that box there. Then we have this one here, which is the instruction manuals. This is not all of them because there's not in this box here, but in a lot of the boxes, they still have a lot of instruction manuals. So we can see all the sorts of different things that were in here and stuff like that. So yeah, lots of cool stuff in here. That's the other serpentine snake one that I saw in here with the tail. But yeah, then a whole bunch of interesting stuff. And I'm sure a lot of these are missing dimensions on Bricklink, so that will be really fun to go through there. And then we've got this box here. The lids are really tight on these. And yeah, more instruction manuals on top. And then yeah, there's some partially built sets in here and more instruction manuals and just lots more Lego in there. Then there's this one, which is a lot of these base plates here, and then a lot of just bricks and stuff like that. So let's see here. Is that the one I'm thinking of? That might. Let's actually just check that one there in a minute. But then, yeah, lots of really interesting and cool parts in here. Random shiny thing. But then, yeah, lots of the random things that are all super cool. I might be wrong, but that might be from the Temple of Doom set. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, then lots of real interesting parts there. Yeah, there's that box. there. And then your complimentary Nerf dart. And so I'll set that there to double check in a minute. And then we've got this box here, which has this stuff here in it. So yeah, some Star Wars in here as well. But yeah, lots of stuff. The dead flashlight, I checked it earlier. Yeah, lots of cool and interesting things. We got a Boba Fett, and then yeah, lots of that stuff there. I think that's the Black Widow. I'm not entirely sure. And then yeah, here's the fake J1. It's a very obvious fake, no logo. The legs are super loose, the plastic is off and stuff like that. So that's unfortunate, because I think that's one of the real rare J's. That goes for like a lot, but that's always fine to be expected in used lots. You're always going to find some fake stuff. But then there is that, and yeah, oh, well, I dropped it, but that there, if I can grab it, is, if I'm not mistaken, the one Scooby-Doo head. Yeah, I'm 100% certain that's from Scooby-Doo. So yeah, got your complimentary Scooby-Doo because it's a Canadian lot. Always cool for that. So yeah, then more stuff there. And then in this box, we have some stuff that's sorted by color a little bit. So there's that stuff there. And then just some normal stuff underneath and a lot more instruction manuals. So once I eventually go through this, there'll be a lot of them added that are missing that mentioned from Bricklink. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, then just a lot of instructions. It almost seems like there's more instructions than Lego. But yeah, either way, that is that. So I'm just going to check those two items real quick. So then this one here isn't the one I was thinking of. I can't remember which one I was thinking of, but it's the one. We'll see if it's here. Might have been this one I was thinking of. I'm not entirely sure. It's not that one, but yeah, I can't remember which one I was thinking of, but it might have been this one here. But then I'll check this one now. So then, since I don't know anything about Pokemon, I just ran the image through ChatGPT and asked them what it was, and said it was Mega Blaziken. So then we have that one there, and let's just sort by lowest price and then buy it now. So yeah, we can see this here is what we have here, and it goes for about $12, but that's shipping from the States. So in Canada, I might be able to get 15, maybe 20 bucks on a good day, but let's just check what it sells at. So 23 for sale, and go to sold, and there is 15 sold. So it does seem like people do want him. That one's in Canada, that it's sold for 20 bucks. So might be able to get 20 bucks for this, because someone was mentioning in the previous vlog about, or was it 2 vlogs back? I can't remember, that I should be taking a look at some non-Lego items. And I do to an extent, but usually, like for example, the non-Lego Titanic thing here, complete brand new, it goes for like 100, 200 bucks, but in this condition there's one listed for sale for like 15 bucks and it's not sold, and mine's missing a whole bunch of stuff and everything like that. So it's just not really worth the time, especially since I specialize in genuine Lego. I don't like to sell knockoff Lego or anything like that unless it's like in a new sealed set, or it's like the Halo figures from like Mega Bloks or something, because apparently those do well and stuff. But then for things like this, I mean, I sometimes do, but I just don't really specialize in this. I usually just don't ever get around to it. I just usually end up tossing it somewhere that I eventually hope that I'll remember to look. But yeah, then that is what I purchased today. But then yeah, I'm going to try to somehow put all of that stuff in the backlog, which we are really running out of room for. But then yeah, hopefully today can at least get this here listed, and then possibly start sorting those tires and stuff. But yeah, this is the end of the vlog, so thank you for watching if you got this far. Today is a Saturday, so the next vlog should be out on Wednesday.